All right, welcome back to another episode of Music and Madness with Tom
And John.
and John. Today we've got, I know this is going to sound weird, it's a mentalist, not a mental patient. I think that's what you thought we had coming in on that.
Yeah.
That's somebody who would get along with us well. But
I dragged my straitjacket in just in case.
Yep. Michael C. Anthony is a mentalist. He is a stage hypnotist. He does lots of shows. He does lots of corporate events. Just rolled back from Dubai, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. And he got out of that country. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Playing mind games for those people might be dangerous.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Went all the way to Dubai for a day and then had to come back because I had another event.
No way.
That's crazy. Well, so a mentalist, I mean, like I said, mental patient, we're very familiar with those people. Mentalist, not so much. What is that exactly?
A mentalist, I tell people that mentalism, all the things that you see me do on the stage are based on little known psychological subtleties like direction, misdirection, persuasion, the reading of body language. Essentially, I'm using my five senses to create the illusion of a sixth. I'm reading people. You know, there might be a little bit of prestidigitation in there, but reading people, I make predictions, and I'll tell people, someone think of a number 1 to 100, I'll write a prediction and I'll get it right. And I do experiments with body language. I also wrote a book called Body Language Secrets, How to Read Minds by Reading Bodies.
Wow.
Yeah, so it makes for a really fun show. You guys were there when I did one.
Yeah, can you read mine that I'm kind of scared of you? You freaked the hell out of me when we were there. This was a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do one at the end that's going to freak you out too.
Oh my God.
All
We had 10 of us from our neighborhood went and saw you.
Okay.
Like I said, this was a year ago before we knew anything about the podcast or anything. And you freaked us out.
Well,
all of us.
That's the intention.
Yeah, it was very impressive. I don't know how the hell you did any of it.
Yeah, I've been doing it full time for 30 years. Between that and stage hypnosis, and I do corporate keynotes and things like that. And hey, it beats building pyramids.
There you go. So, so beyond doing this for entertainment type purposes, do you do it to help fix people or?
I am a certified hypnotherapist, but
Okay.
because I travel on the road all the time, I enjoy the fun side of it much more than I do the therapeutic side. I can do it, but I usually will refer to somebody else if they come to me.
You know what the fun side is, right?
Yeah.
I bet you I can pick up this girl in this bar. Right now.
You want to use it for evil.
That's right. Yeah. Do by chance have you ever just screwed with somebody just a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
On a daily basis, I hope.
It's fun. You can really mess with people, make them think that you're just in their head. And like you said, people do lose sleep, after seeing this kind of stuff.
I did. I was like, I walked out of there. I was kind of freaked out, the stuff that you did. And we talked about it in our neighborhood for about 3 weeks after.
Really?
We would all hang out. We would like, got to see this guy. It was like the craziest thing. It really was.
Well, 'cause
It's a good time.
At first, everybody was thinking, at least in me, and I'm sure several others, trying to figure out like a magician's trick. How is he doing that? Was this a setup or whatever? And it's like, no, it couldn't have been. It's absolutely impossible.
I was very skeptical, thinking like, this guy's got people in the crowd. And then you came out with like a little soft brick or a ball and you threw it behind your back. And then the person who caught it threw it behind their back and it went like 3 times. So
I can't control that.
And that's
how I
freaked
get
me
a
out.
completely random volunteer.
Yeah.
Usually I'll tell the audience, I used to travel around with a ping pong ball. I'd throw it out, whoever catch it. I don't have a ping pong ball today, so we're going to use this brick.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But it's a sponge brick,
Yeah.
and it's a randomizer, right? I've thrown paper airplanes out before, frisbees, whatever you want, just to make sure it's random, so the audience can't say I was using a stooge.
That's right.
Call them, or
That's what I thought right off the bat. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way human beings could do this.
I was waiting for the guy in the wheelchair to suddenly walk. Yeah. Where are you playing again in the Villages? I know you get up here some.
Yeah, I don't have one booked in the Villages right now. We can, but Kenda and I, we kind of created Wand Presents.
Okay.
And it all started with me. I was the first show. I was the experiment a few years ago, and we did a show in Wildwood with me. We sold it out, and this is not the one you guys were at.
No.
This was like
we were in the
2
Villages.
years before that, probably. And we sold it out, and we thought, maybe we're onto something here, because I've been in the business for a long time. Kenda's been in the business for a long time. We know everybody who can perform. around the country. So we've been bringing people in, whether it be hypnotists, comedians, mentalists. We've had impressionists come in. We're doing a show, Name That Tune now, which is a lot of fun. We've done it once already. We've got it booked 2 more times. But bringing these shows to the villages is a ton of fun, and people are coming to them because Ken and I have somewhat of an advantage because we've been in this entertainment business for 30 years.
Yeah.
We really know how it works. So we've got relationships with a lot of great acts, and we're bringing them in, and it's going great. People are loving it.
When is the Name That Tune? When is it going to be?
Can I get my handy dandy?
Absolutely.
We'll get Tom to we'll get it in this video. So.
Okay. We've got to Name That Tune coming November 13th. And the way Name That Tune works, it's not always, can you name this tune in 3 notes? It is, we'll play a bit of a song and then we cut it off at a certain point, and you get a certain amount of points if you know the name of the song. You get a certain amount of points if you know the title of the artist or the band, and you get a certain amount of points if you know the missing lyric that we cut off, right? I'll give you an example of one. This was my favorite one last time we did it, and it goes all the way back to 1962.
It's a great year.
All right. Yeah.
September 1st was the best day in 1962.
Oh, yeah. Is that your bar? Nice. That's when you came on the planet?
That's right.
Oh, nice. And the song is this. Now, I'm going to sing a little bit for you here, but tell me if you guys know the next lyric. This was the hardest one.
Okay.
And it's not a regular song, but it was actually the theme from the Flintstones.
Okay.
Tell me if you know the next lyric here. Okay, it's Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock. They're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street. Do you know the next line? I didn't. Through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet.
Oh, yeah.
I would
have never known that.
Because you're busy watching.
That's right. You're watching the intros.
But
that's right.
There are a few people that did know, which amazed me.
Yeah.
And now that was one of the hardest ones. We do easier ones. We do middle of the road one. And it's interesting for the villages because, there's a wide age group, even though it's 55 and over. There's the young ones. Everybody remembers the music of their youth, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And so we hit the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. We don't go too far. We got a little bit 90s, but after that, I think all us older people will agree. Music became very manufactured.
You're right.
That,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can go in groups of. You can go one person and join a group, or you can go
the
2
maximum
up to 10.
size we like is 10,
Yep.
and we tell people, hey, the more at your group or at your table, you don't have to, you can get there and join with other people, right? Because the more brains you have, the better you're going to do.
How many people are running to chat GBT?
We tell them not to.
Yeah, see,
right?
that's what I can't stand.
And what's that other app that you can just listen to?
Shazam.
Oh, yeah, Shazam. Yeah.
Yeah, we tell people no cell phones.
Yeah.
We're not going to police you hard, but monitor each other.
That's right.
Right?
That's
Because
right.
we're here to have fun. We give great prizes, and but we don't want people to cheat. And it's an honest group.
Yeah, if you're
People
going down there to cheat to win.
That's right.
Who are you, man?
Yeah.
That's right. And I guarantee it, this guy's going to find you.
Yeah.
And
I sent somebody cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a little later in the show that he can mess you up a long ways from home.
That's
so
right.
just
Even in the crowd, he can mess you up.
be very cautious about cheating.
So do they do that they don't do that in the cinema?
That is in the lobby.
In the
In
lobby.
the lobby. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
Our other shows are all in the theater.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're great. The production is improving more and more. I did, as I said, I'm also a stage hypnotist. I've been doing that full time for 30 years. I won awards for all that stuff. I traveled with The Illusionist, which was a really big deal. We traveled the world, and these were big shows, 2,700 seat theaters, sold out 3 times a day, right? The same theater for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And it was a big deal. I played the role of the hypnotist because I came on there. I had 25 minutes to get 30 or 40 people on the stage, hypnotize them, and then start doing crazy things. We've got a clip that I think they'll add to this where you can see what's called a hypnotic induction. People are sitting and standing, wide awake. I say, focus here, and within a couple minutes, they're all just poof, poof, going on the floor, thud, 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 thud. That's on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let it happen now. That's right. And as it continues to happen, and you can begin to discover that this feeling, this name that we call hypnosis, can continue to allow itself to work its way through your own body in the way that seems completely appropriate to you, using your own intelligence to guide you through the process with the discovery as you continue to imagine now. Imagine more now what it would feel like as this relaxation continues to spread down your shoulders. And as it spreads down your shoulders, go into it further. You know what that would feel like, don't you? Because as you allow this feeling of relaxation to come upon you in a way that is completely comfortable, allowing you to get completely relaxed, listening to this. If anybody around you makes noise or touches you, that's okay. Go further. Listening to this happens all on its own. The mere passing of time causes the induction to continue to increase and allows you to focus even more than you were just a moment ago. That's right, deeper again, with no stress, no pressure at all. What would it feel like to go deeper? You already know, don't you? Because you can go deeper either 5 seconds from now or now. Let it happen. See the guy? All right, we're going to continue to go further. You're free to go back, buddy. We're going to send a few more people back. If I touch you on the shoulder, I'm going to send you back into the audience. We need to sift the group out a little bit more. If I touch you on the shoulder, you're free to go back. Listening to this, if you've got any stress in your lower back, I want you to imagine a far more comfortable position. See it in your own mind's eye. You're going to find it at the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Change your position now. That's right. Get more comfortable. Feeling fantastic. As you allow... Listening to this. If I touch you on the head way deeper, now let it happen. That's right. Use your arms to guide you and change your position and go further, feeling fine. Relaxed even deeper. That's it. No stress, no pressure at all. Feeling fantastic. If anybody around you moves you, if anybody around you touches you, that's okay. It looks like death back here. If I touch you on the head, I'm going to awaken you just for a moment. Wide awake now. Hey, how are you, man? Stand up for me for a second. How you doing? Hey, what's your first name?
Bryce.
Bryce, come on over here, Bryce. Follow me. Watch the bodies. Shake my hand, Bryce. Sleep again. Relax every muscle, every nerve. Go into it further. That's how we do it. As you allow yourself to focus. No stress. No pressure at all. That's it. And listening to this. So that's what I do with the hypnosis. And we bring in hypnotists to the villages here. Got one coming December 6, Sean Michael Andrews, a good friend of ours, and he does a great job. He's known as the world's fastest hypnotist, and he's coming to do a show December 6th, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, you guys don't bring anyone who's like B class. Everything's top.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a mentalist and an illusionist?
A mentalist and illusionist. An illusionist is basically a magician, rabbits out of hats, the ladies in the sequin gowns sawing people in half.
Okay.
A mentalist, everything's coming from here. There's very few props involved.
Yep.
And it's just, okay, think of something and I'm going to try to get it. Or I'm going to predict something. For example, I'll hand an assistant on my stage, just someone from the audience, an envelope. And I'll go to the audience and have 3 people write down a number, 3-digit number. Then I have the person on stage add them all up. Let's say it totals 1,422. So 1,422, I say, open that envelope I gave you beforehand. Big piece of paper, 1,422.
You did. I remember that.
Yeah, I know. Same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
One quick question. If you brought 40 people on stage to hypnotize them, out of the 40, how many get hypnotized? Because I know some people...
That's I'm a mentalist. I was going to ask.
And I knew you were going to ask.
There you go. Yeah.
Usually, I will get at least 3/4, 75%.
Okay.
And it's not that I can't hypnotize them. It's that it just might not be the time for them. Some people get distracted. They think it's a great idea to come on stage.
Yep.
And all of a sudden they get on stage and they see hundreds or thousands of people in the audience. They clam up.
Sure.
They can't focus.
Well, they think they're going to wake up naked or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some people are paranoid, even though I tell them we're not going to do anything disgusting or rude.
Yeah.
We're just going to have a good time. But sometimes someone might be really trying, and the person who's sitting in the chair beside them suddenly plops onto their lap and snaps them out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I'll send those people back. But I do keep the best 50 to 75% on stage because those are
That's what people
I'm
wanna
looking
see.
for great personality.
Exactly. So are there people who just cannot be hypnotized?
I'm not going to say, if you are of sound mind, you can be hypnotized. Think about it like this. If you go to watch a movie and it's a comedy, if it's a well done comedy, if you are open to it, you're going to find it funny. If you're just sitting there thinking about dead kittens,
yeah,
right?
True.
So you have to concentrate. You have to go along for the ride, even though you ultimately know in the movie scenario that it is made by producers, it's actors. But if, let's say it was a movie that is a bit of a tense movie, the producers and the creators of the movie, with all the music and everything, they can create a situation where you're watching this movie, but then you go to bed at night and you think there's someone under your bed, right? Because that's all hypnosis. And because your mind is just taking you on a trip. When I'm doing a show on stage, I'm getting them focused enough where they're starting to see movies in their head. It's just a different place. It's kind of like when you're having a dream. When you're having that dream, you think it's really real when it's happening.
Yeah.
Right. And then you wake up and you're like, oh thank goodness.
Thank
It's just
God.
a dream.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later,
damn.
you're doing the same thing. Or damn. Yeah. Or damn. And 10 minutes later, you're doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
The mind is a crazy thing.
Really is.
Yeah.
Well, and John and I are students now in film school, so we're learning how a lot of that stuff is made, and not that we're totally surprised, but some of the things we're learning about how these movies were filmed is surprising, but they certainly have a real effect.
Right. They really do.
And
Now with all the
does
AI
screw
stuff that they're doing, right?
it does screw with people. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So beyond, what's the craziest show that you've ever done?
I might have to say a little bad word if that's all right.
You know-
it's not that bad. You okay?
We're all good.
You
with
could
it.
Okay,
swear up a storm.
Okay. I do a part of my show where I make a guy believe that I'm standing beside a beautiful girl, but it's a broom. Okay. And I'm standing there with the broom. Done it 1,000 times. When the music starts to play, you'll see me standing beside the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in your life, and you'll come up and ask me if you can dance with her. So that's the skit. So the guy will dance with it. The disco ball is going and it's nice music. And one time I'm doing it, the guy comes up and he starts dancing with the broom, and it's clockwork like I've done so many times. And I see out of my peripherals a girl coming around who was on the stage, right? She's walking around. I didn't know it was the guy's girlfriend. She was on stage. right? So she walks over, grabs the broom, throws it on the ground, and goes, "Whore!"
No.
Right?
That's a riot.
You never know what can happen. It's like, oh, why weren't the cameras rolling for that?
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
You can't predict it.
Well, that's funny. That's funny about dancing with a mop. I had a guy down at City Fire one time who was blind, who was asking women to dance, and he started getting closer to me and got real close to me, and I reached over and I said, "I know I got hair like a chick, but I'm a dude." He goes,
"Was he?
Thank you very much for telling me."
That's
like,
so funny.
Perfect.
That's a riot.
So funny.
So that is
should have
funny
taken one
to
for the
think
team and just danced with them.
about. I was good at it, but he had great big boots on. If he stepped on my feet, it was going to be problematic. So
That's funny.
that is a crazy story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so much can happen. And this is what we're bringing to Epic Theater. So much fun like this that a lot of the village people, as they call them here, or the villagers, haven't seen a lot of this kind of thing
you're
in
right.
a long time. And we're bringing it right to your back door. We also do comedy. We call them our LOL comedy nights. Got one coming November 15th. Andy Forrester, guy from North Carolina. Hilarious.
Really?
Southern humor,
Yep.
right? And pretty big guy. He does a lot of self-deprecating humor. You know, some people can relate to the stuff. Talks about aging, which really
Everyone down here
connects.
does.
Oh, yeah.
We can all relate to that.
Connects with all of us,
Yeah.
right?
It
I
does.
just had my 60th birthday about 2 weeks ago, and it's like I can't believe it, but here I am.
That's right.
Goes fast.
How do you know? How do you meet a guy like Andy? Or do you know you just have a whole stable
Yeah,
of guys?
Andy came to us through a different contact, and it was funny. We almost booked Andy about a year ago through when I film my hypnosis shows around the country. I have a video guy who comes with me. He's filmed, 120 of my shows, but he introduces to him. He goes, "I know this guy. I filmed his show in Raleigh." He goes, "He was hilarious. You guys should bring him to the Villages." So we contacted him, and it didn't work out that time. There was some kind of conflict, but here he comes. And we're also doing something that was an idea that Ken and I came up with, 8 months ago or so, and it's Villages Got Talent.
Yes.
So we're bringing in talent. It's not just from the Villages. In fact, I'm not sure if any are directly from the Villages, but it's Florida-wide. Okay.
Yep.
And we're bringing them to the Villages. We have a wide variety of acts, whether it be singers, comedians, magicians. We've got a girl that does a show with dogs.
Yeah.
Right? And that's going to be happening on October 28th.
Yep.
And then again, the semifinal, October 28th, another semifinal on November 25th. And the finale is going to be December 30th.
Yeah, we're excited. We're going to go to all
You
three.
guys are judges.
We are
Check it out.
judges. Yeah,
You
we
guys are
can't
judges.
wait.
Yeah, so
We can't.
You
wait.
acts have no idea what you're in for.
Well, we had spoke to Kenny Martell about that, and he's
Yeah.
Yes.
excited about it. He said there's so much talent. 'cause
Kenny's
he's been
doing a
looking
lot
at-
of work for
Yeah.
us. Yeah, Kenny is a great guy, and his wife.
Yeah.
They're both great.
That show, if you haven't bought tickets for that show, you can't miss that. It's the theater's a great, quaint place.
It is.
It
and
is.
it's going to be audience participation for the first two shows, correct? They're going to get
on
to
your
vote.
phone. You get to vote on your phone.
Yeah, QR codes up on the
Yeah,
screen.
that's great.
Yeah.
We love that.
We're doing this with Marie from Villagers for Veterans,
Yep.
if you know her.
So it's got a
sure.
great cause to go with it.
Yeah,
That's right.
great cause to go with it. And Kenny and Rose, his wife, have been helping us gather this talent and filter through them, so only the best of the best are coming through, and it's going to be great
And they're
to watch.
quick. They're quick, like 3-minute acts, right?
Yeah,
That's great.
The first two are
Yep.
quick 3.5 minutes, maybe as much as 4, and the finale is just going to be 8 because you're
Okay.
going to get longer. You
Sure,
get to know
sure.
them better, right?
Is the finale going to be a combination of winners from the
From
first
both,
and second
from the
show?
first and second.
All right, fantastic. So really, you got to buy tickets to all three.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
one
Oh,
of
yeah.
those- I know that's what Deb said. She goes, "Oh, we're going to all three."
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's fun
It'll be a
stuff.
good
It's
time.
It's great
not
stuff.
like sitting down and watching one music group or one comedy. It's nice to see different things.
Yeah.
If you're not into music or you see in a comedy, you're not into comedy, you see
Yeah.
this. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And and again, you have no idea who's going to win. This isn't pre-planned.
Right.
I do want to know though. I'll hopefully see you around there. I want to know what your prediction's going to be.
Yeah,
that I'll want to know.
We've got some great ones, and I've been watching their videos. One that I'm excited about to see. It was funny. We did that Elvis convention about a month ago.
Oh yeah,
that was great.
And I was walking through the lobby, and I see this kid who's about 15, and he's got the Elvis jumpsuit on, and I'm just watching him from afar, and I'm like, is he a real impersonator, or has he just got the gear on? He had the hair all done, and I saw him do some moves, right? I'm like, this kid is good. So during one of the concerts, I saw him in the front row, and I brought him up, right? And I introduced myself to him, and he to me. I said, "You got any moves?" So he's on the stage doing it, and then we told him about Village's Got Talent. So he's on in the November.
Oh, no way! Oh, that's great.
15-year-old Elvis, and he's good.
Wow,
he's really good.
So could you hypnotize somebody and have them do dance moves like Elvis? So in their mind, they would think.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Now, would they would do their best version?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It might not look anything like Elvis, but in their mind,
they're shaking it.
Yeah. In my show, I do a dance contest, and they're, I've got the romantic music playing. I've got a Bruno Mars song playing. At one point, we go to the YMCA. You almost have to do it, right? Yep. And then I got big butts going. And so everybody starts shaking their thing, and people really come out of their shell. Every once in a while, you get someone who just doesn't dance, and if they don't dance in real life, or if it's against their religion or something, they won't dance under hypnosis either, because that's called breaking the rapport. And if you break rapport with them, ask someone to do something they don't want to do in hypnosis, they just simply
they're just not going to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any live stream shows as a hypnotist or illusionist?
Well, during COVID, two different ways. I would do mentalism from my studio at home, live stream with cameras like this. But when live performance started coming back, I would be on stage doing my show with cameras like yours, and some people who, at the time didn't want to come out and intermingle with the rest of the group.
Sure.
Social distancing and all that stuff. Those shows were being live streamed throughout the campus and things like that. I've done, during COVID, I did a show for Harvard University in my studio at home, mentalism, right? I had a producer in my studio with me. We had, 3-camera shoot going on in there, doing all the same thing. Now, it is kind of funny when people are watching it live stream. When they're live, people are like, oh, they can't believe it.
Yeah.
But when they're not in a group, the effect goes down a bit. I see all the squares in Zoom of all the people. Yeah. I just perform a miracle, and they're like,
yeah,
sitting with their chips, right?
Yeah, you got to figure live would be
it's
so.
Not. Live. There's nothing like live.
Yeah. That's interesting, because I actually graduated from Harvard.
Oh, you did? Oh, you're joking?
What are you laughing at?
You sound like it.
Wait. He's taught me a few things.
That is a lie.
That's bullshit.
I'm reading your body language.
Oh, wait a minute.
That is a lie.
I saw your college transcript. I think you saw mine too.
That's right.
Well, the part where he dropped out, that part.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're both college dropouts.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. The most successful people in the world are college dropouts.
But we're now students at LSSC, and so we had to get our transcripts. And
oh God!
So we had to take and send away for him, and I got mine back, and John get his back, and Deb goes, "There's only one page." I'm like,
what does an I mean? Oh, that's incomplete.
Yes.
Before I got an F, I just got an I instead.
That's great.
Yeah.
So she goes, "How did you get an incomplete?" I said, "The whole thing was incomplete." "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you had to go to class." Yeah. That was the first incomplete
My college
part.
career was going to be, and I have a pretty good feeling my film career will be incomplete also.
I skipped out so much school when I was like in high school. When I was supposed to be, I skipped off.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but you could have probably hypnotized the teacher into giving you an A.
Yeah, maybe not back then. But I'm a creative. You guys are creatives, right? If something is not keeping you stimulated, you're like, I got to go on to something more interesting.
Totally, and that's not. I shouldn't say that's not the issue we're having with school, but this is kind of a prerequisite class.
Yeah,
we want to be like young kids. We want to jump in and grab the cameras and the edit software and everything else, and they're like. Just hold on, boys.
Right.
There's a process.
Right.
So, Michael, when did you know? So you're 60 now. So at 30. How do you know you're like? I would never know. You could read people your whole life, obviously.
Yeah, I started even before I was 30. That's when I started getting to, I do fancy things with decks of cards and sleight of hand and all that stuff. Then I get into the mentalism because my great uncle, his name was Joe LaMonica, was a mentalist, a magician, a hypnotist, and he was one of the forefathers of balloon artistry, right? Anytime I see someone, around our age maybe, bending balloons, I say, do you know who Joe LaMonica is?
And they all know.
Of course, he was the forefather, right?
Wow.
He also did a full-time on cruise ships pickpocketing act. He'd take your belt right off your waist and you wouldn't know it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I never saw my Uncle Joe do hypnosis, but, when me and my brother were young, he'd be pulling coins out of our ears and we really thought there was money in there. But he did one to me. My father owned a bar in Niagara Falls, New York. And it blew my mind. And it's called muscle reading, what he did. I had no idea at the time. I'm about 12 years old. And he said, I want you to hide anything you want in the bar, right? I had a dime in my pocket. My brother went with my Uncle Joe in the back of the bar where he just make sure I couldn't see. I took this dime and I put it under a tablecloth under an ashtray. Okay, this was
Well, there were ashtrays
mid 70s.
Yeah.
Under an ashtray, a dime. And my Uncle Joe came out and he said, okay, I'm just going to hold your wrist. So he held my wrist and he said, I want you to think of where it is. So I'm thinking, he said, don't look where it is, just think where it is. So I'm thinking. And he went right to it. And the reason is because if you're thinking of something, and I knew the location, let's say it was over there by that camera, and I'm thinking of that, while he's holding my wrist, I'm giving tiny, tiny movements. When he moves my arm this way, there's less resistance. If he moves my arm this way, there's more resistance. So without even realizing
it, in your mind,
you're narrowing the field.
It's called muscle reading, right? I've never done it. I don't know if I have the guts to do it.
Yeah,
right? That's a really, especially in front of an audience. Right?
Yeah.
Because if you couldn't get there, it's like, well, I tried, everybody.
Yeah, that's
Enjoy
right.
the rest
Thank
of your evening.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't know. That freaks me out.
Yeah.
That stuff.
So when do you turn this off in your mind? Or is it something that's going all of the time?
It used to. I've become pretty good at just turning it off. I'm not reading your guys' body language right now, but if I wanted to, I would.
Yeah.
Right?
Our wives would probably appreciate that, but I don't think that would be so great.
It's kind of like punching in and out, right?
Yeah.
When I go on stage, boom, I turn it all on. And Michael C. Anthony, my name is Michael C. Anthony, but my last name, the C, stands for Caruso, which is my real last name. Anthony is the middle name. Right?
Okay.
So I'm Michael Anthony Caruso is the legal name, Michael C. Anthony. So Michael Caruso is here when I want him. Michael
That's
C.
great.
Anthony
Yep.
is here when I want him.
That's phenomenal. John, we've heard all about this. I think we've got to see it in action.
We do. We have seen it in action on stage, but we want to see.
We want to see it right here today.
Right. Okay. You want to try something?
Yeah.
We do.
Let's do this. I've got a deck of cards here. I don't know if it's been in the shot, probably, but we'll put it right here for now.
All right.
Okay, just leave those there. Is there somebody we can phone? Get somebody on the line. So therefore we know that this is not planned. You guys will say this is not planned. You don't know what this trick is.
No idea.
Maybe you see me do it live. I don't even remember, but you're going to call somebody. I don't know this person. I want you to call somebody.
I got somebody we can call.
Use the phone. Yeah. Okay.
Who do you want to call?
This is Jane.
Jane.
This is somebody who's known me a long time.
Oh, Jane from Michigan?
Jane from Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
So we're calling Michigan right now?
We're calling Michigan right now.
I met her once down here. One of Tom's good friends. Awesome lady.
Okay, so here we are in Florida, ladies and gentlemen, calling Michigan. What's going to happen? Pick up Jane.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Jane. This is Tom from Music and Madness with Tom.
And John. Hi, Jane.
How you doing?
Well, hi. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're great. Hey, Jane, we've got a great guest on today. He's a
Okay.
he's a mentalist. and he wants to take and see if you'll participate in a little card trick.
Sure.
All right.
Shall we
His
go?
name is Michael C. Anthony. And do you have a deck of cards nearby by chance?
You know, I have one right here on the table. I just got done playing cards with my grandson.
That's easy.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right, well, I'm gonna turn this over to Michael.
Okay.
All right, how are you, Jane?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Good. Coming at you from the Villages, Florida. And where are you specifically?
I'm in Hastings, Michigan,
Hastings, Michigan. Where's Hastings?
between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids.
Got you. I have played Kalamazoo College and Davenport University in Grand Rapids. Been all over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's try something here.
Okay.
Tom and John, you will verify that that deck of cards has been here the entire podcast, and I just
Yep.
put it over.
Yep.
over
It's
here.
on the arm of my chair.
All right, do me a favor, Jane. With that deck of cards, take them out of the box.
Yep.
All right. Let me ask
Okay.
you: are there any jokers in the deck?
No, I
Okay.
took them out.
Good. Okay, that's fine. We don't need the jokers for this. Shuffle up the cards. I can hear those shuffling skills.
Yeah, here.
Okay. And you said you have a table near you?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to spread those cards out on the table face up.
Okay.
You've done that? Okay.
Yep.
Now, I'm in Florida, you're in Michigan. I want
Yes.
you to look at one card. Don't say what it is yet.
Okay.
You've got one in your head?
Yep.
Okay. It's not the Ace of Spades, is it?
No.
Good, because that's a commonly thought of card. You ask anybody to think of a card, choose a card from a face-up deck. 1 in 4 people go to that Ace of Spades because it's the one with the great big logo on it.
Yep,
It's very
first
familiar
one
with
that deck.
everybody. The second most popular card, and this is where all popularity ends, is the Queen of Hearts. You're not looking at the Queen of Hearts, are you?
No, I'm not.
Good. So this is a really random card. This is what we want. Do me a
Correct.
favor, Jane. Take that card that you looked at out of the deck,
Okay.
turn it so it's face down,
Okay.
put it back inside the deck,
Okay.
and close the deck back up into one pile. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's recap.
And you want
it.
me to put it back in the box?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So let's recap what's just happened here. We're on your podcast here. You called your friend Jane. I've never met Jane before. We're in Florida. She's in Michigan. Jane, I want you
Yes.
to tell you something else. This deck of cards has been here the whole time.
Yep.
Yep.
In this deck, I reversed one card.
Okay.
Would it be cool if it's the same one Jane reversed in hers?
It would be real
would-
cool, but
Absolutely.
Okay. Jane, name the card.
Jack of Spades.
Positive.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Watch. We'll do this for the camera. One card is reversed in the deck. There it is right there.
no
Take it out.
way.
Oh my gosh.
it
You
out.
guessed it?
Oh,
Jack
my
of Spades.
God.
The Jack,
Jack of
of
Spades.
Spades.
How random. How did you do
It's
that?
insane, right?
Jane, don't ask us. He freaked me out last year. He's freaking me out again.
John's not sleeping again for
That
3
is
weeks.
insane.
Unbelievable.
Crazy, right? From Florida to Michigan.
I know. That's crazy.
Thanks so much for helping, Jane.
You're welcome.
That is
You're a You're a freak.
He is a freak.
That's what they tell me.
Shane, we went and saw him last year before obviously we didn't know him at all, and he freaked my neighborhood out big time. And then when I spoke to Kenda the other day, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's Michael," and she knew who you were, and I said, "Oh my God, would love to have him on the show." And unbelievable,
so here we are.
Oh my gosh, 1 in 52 chances. That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Jane, thanks for being a great sport.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you, Jane.
I tell you what, Jane, I'm going to try.
you.
I'm going to try and get the winning lotto numbers
Yeah,
for Michael
absolutely.
Cianthi. And I tell you what, I'll cut you in for at least 1/52 of it if I win.
1/52.
Thanks. That's big of you.
I think Jane might be happy if you guys just send her some merch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
we will.
Yep. All right, Jane. We'll be in
Okay.
touch.
Thanks, Jane.
See ya.
Thanks.
Hey,
Uh-huh,
come see
bye-bye.
come
Thanks,
see us.
Jane.
Come see us.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
That is
Unbelievable.
crazy.
Crazy.
Unbelievable, guy.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Swear to God.
100%. This
Yeah.
was not rigged. This
Well,
was
when we saw you a year ago, you did something like that, and you did like 15 things like different like that.
Right.
I remember you doing that, and I just was like, "There's no way."
Yeah, I usually close my show with this one.
It's-
Just because, it's the whole show I'm dealing with people in the audience, and then we take it. And
Yeah.
I love when it's far away like this.
Yeah.
You called somebody in Michigan. I
unbelievable.
was doing this. I don't remember what state I was in, but a girl comes up and she called her mother in Africa. Right.
Wow.
That's the furthest distance I've
Yeah.
ever done this. It was very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember the show we went to. That it was like a granddaughter. She was in New Hampshire. I remember.
Yeah.
it. I remember that
Yeah.
specifically.
Okay.
So just to recap, you are
Crazy.
part of Kenda's organization. You guys are partners.
Yeah.
And what's the name of that? So
Juan Presents.
Juan
And we
presents.
bring shows into the villages. They're not expensive to come to,
Right.
and they're fun. They're intimate, like 279 seats in that theater.
Way better than just sitting on your butt somewhere at home or in
Watching Netflix.
and watching
Yeah,
Netflix.
you're right.
Come down and see some great entertainment. And like I said, we've got Name That Tune. We've got
Villages Got
Villages Got
We've
Talent.
got talent. We've got Shawn Michael Andrews, the hypnotist, coming, and LOL.
And
Yeah.
and the Villages Got Talent. If you miss the first show or second show because you can't work it in your schedule, you got to be to the last one.
the finale for
got,
sure.
got some
But
great
it all,
guests.
but it
Yeah.
all starts to make sense. Like, if you just watch the finale of
Yeah.
America's Got Talent, you kind of missed
Right.
everything
Yeah,
leading
so-
up, right?
Yeah.
Clear your schedule and get to them all.
Yeah.
Well, you freaked me out a year ago, and I've been kind of weary about that for a year. Now I got another year to think about this.
All right.
How the
All right.
hell you did it?
Michael, appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate
big
it, gentlemen.
Great.
All right.
Awesome,
Thanks so
man.
much.
Thanks, Mike.
That's a wrap.